Well, all right. It is Tuesday, March 12th. It's about 9:30 a.m. I'm done trading for the day. As you can see here, a big 0 day, flat, no trades. And today, just being patient, and I'm content with a no trade day. Uh, there were definitely some trades I could have taken. I would have won a couple, maybe a few of them, and I would have maybe lost a couple or a few of them. So, having these kinds of days where I'm live streaming and not taking trades, and I've got some visitors in the stream and not seeing any activity, it's interesting. I definitely understand what other streamers, why they say, they feel pressured to take trades when they're streaming. And I'm just trying to not let that get to me. I'm just staying within myself and staying within my trading. Today was just one of those days that I know is not particularly great for my strategy. Before I get into it real quick, just you can check out my live stream every day between 9:45 and 12:30 on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time, which is on the West Coast for me. In the U.S., 6:45 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and let me go ahead and remove that. And come join me and see what's going on with my trading anytime you'd like. I am still at 80% overall for the year, 126 wins, 32 losses. It's like basically 80% on the dot. 3-1 for the week so far. So even though no trades today, I've already got 4 trades for the week, and I've got to remind myself of that because there was a time not that long ago where 4 trades for the entire week was like good for me. And I got 4 trades yesterday. Now, one of them was a loss, yeah, but with the old style of trading that I was doing, I could have easily been 3-1 for the week, and that was a lot of trades for me. There was a lot of weeks that I would go by where I was 2-0 for the week, 3-1, 3-0. So just not many trades. I could not trade today, have 4 trades for the week through Tuesday, and then still end the week this week with 20 trades. So I'm not really concerned about a no trade day like today. Those days are going to happen. And I think the key for me is to just be patient and content with the day, knowing that with this strategy that I'm currently trading, I can very easily average 20 trades a week, which is great for me. And I am taking 1 trade at a time per account. And once I have a trade, win or loss, I move on to the next. So when you think about it, 20 trades in a week means that on average, I'm only getting about 2, maybe 2.5 trades per account per week. Because of the randomness of the way I'm picking the trades, sometimes an account might have 3 or 4 trades in a week where others might only have 1 or maybe even none. But on average, they all should get 2 trades a week, which means that my progress on these accounts are going very slow right now. And especially when I pick up a loss here and there, it's going to be a really slow process. So as this plays out over the next month or two, I'm going to have to see how this process is working out for me. Because I don't want to delay my chances of getting payouts, and I want to take advantage of the rules and what Apex has to offer in the here and now, because you never know how things might change as we move forward. So I don't want to take another year, 2 years to figure this out. I do want to, do everything I can to make adjustments to take the best advantage I can of trading with Apex and trading with my system. So who knows, maybe at some point I'll decide to copy trade and do 1 PA with 1 evaluation for each trade. Something like that might be possible. We'll just have to wait and see. Right now, this is how I'm going about things, and I'm going to give it a little time to kind of settle and see where the dust lies in terms of my trading. So 0 day. I started, it was right around here, 6:55 in the morning, and this thing was shooting through the EMA by the time I started. We had the news at 5:30, and the news clearly, shot down, shot up. I don't even know. Let me see. Yeah, this was the news right here. So this thing shot down in a single bar. That was 415 ticks. And then it shot up the other direction. And, I know on days like this with this kind of news in the morning, a lot of times it'll have a first reaction, then the news kicks in and it took it higher. So then when the market settled and the market opened, it took it all back from the news. And then once it made a new low, it takes it all back again and some, right? So, very interesting day. But as I said, this thing was shooting through the EMA as I was starting my day. And I certainly wasn't going to take a counter trend short while I was seeing this. And I was looking at multiple charts and right away some charts started to take entries that were losers because of the counter trending in here. So this particular chart, there actually was a first entry short, second entry short below this doji. I wasn't looking at this chart at the time because I had other charts up. It would have worked to go short under this doji just enough for my scalp, and then it continued to go on. But the charts that I was looking at, I definitely wasn't taking a short in those areas, and some of those charts did pick up a loss in here, and then I had to go look for a new chart. And then I remember on the chart I was on, there was a second entry long that formed. On this chart, it was different because there's a first entry, second entry here that would have worked on the engulfing. There was another chart that had even a better entry here, where I was waiting to see if the bar would close. It wasn't engulfing. I was waiting to see if the bar would close above or below the previous day high and the opening price, which happened to coincide right together here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a red line and the white dotted line together. So I was waiting to see if it would close above it. I think actually, do I have that chart here? Let's see. I think it was one of these maybe. I'm not seeing it. Well, I'm not seeing it here. I don't remember which chart I was on at the time. I look at a lot of charts throughout the day. But there was a one entry I tried to enter. It was like a great bar that closed just above the opening price, closed right above it, right at the end for a second entry long. I tried to get in it. I clicked the button too late because it triggered right away after the bar closed. I needed to see the bar close to know if I was going to be trading into the resistance of that level or if it was going to be above it, kind of using it as support. That was one trade I liked. And then all the rest of the trades for this move were counter trend. Didn't want to take any of those. And then there was a first entry long, second entry long here on this chart that I think I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know what I was doing. This looks like a solid trade to take for me. The only problem is it was 98 ticks. So I am trying to not take trades over 80 ticks. It's kind of like a soft rule because that is just really huge when you're only going for 11, 15, 20 ticks of profit. So but I didn't even see this trade at the time. I don't know what I was doing. And really, other than that, there just wasn't any other trades that I wanted to take. There was a second entry short up here, counter trend after it made a new high. But at this point, because it was such a strong up day from the time I started, this is just like one of those scenarios where very often you'll get ticked into the trade and then it'll just go the other way and take you right out and make like a third leg up. And essentially this was a third leg up. If you measure it, which I had done on my chart during my live stream, if you measure from the bottom and measure to the top of this move, and then measure from here, you can see you came just shy, but basically met the measured move there. And then you definitely made it on a third leg up, which often when you have two solid legs up, so strong like this, you'll often get some kind of third leg up, whether it's another third leg up that matches this measured move, or just a third leg up that's just kind of like a partial move up. You'll often get that to make a new high and then see what happens the rest of the day. Looks like we've been having a rollover at that point, and it does look like kind of like a head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. So, always interesting when it breaks that kind of neck area. You can have, that sell off. So, if I was still trading, I would be considering, at the very least doing that, which it already did, right? So, having said all that, there was another trade here that kind of set up above this inside bar. This would have just barely worked, I believe, for my profit target. So I don't think this chart has, maybe, hard to tell. I think this, no, I don't see anything. So really just not a lot of opportunities, not a lot of entries for my system. And the entries that did come, there were reasons to just be careful, stay out, and wait for just a better day with better price action for my system, and not take any chances. Easily could have been like a 3 or 4 win day, but also easily could have been, in addition to that, a 2 or 3 losing day. So, yeah, it's true. I mean, if I was just being aggressive and taking every entry, I could have improved 3 or 4 accounts possibly. But I also likely if being aggressive like that, likely would have damaged 2 or 3 of these accounts as well. So would have been a okay day. But depending on where the losses fall, could have been a real bummer of a day if the 2 losses fell on account 6 and 7 of my PAs, then, those would be as good as dead, virtually. So, or I could be further away from a payout on PA2, or I could have damaged one of my evaluations that's close to passing. So, I'm okay with taking the day off. I think it's better to just be patient, know yourself, know your style of trading, know the weaknesses and the strengths of your trading strategy. And for me, days like today are not the best for my strategy. And I've kind of gotten to understand that over time. And I'm really trying to play the days where I can be 4-0, 5-1, 6-0, 6-1, those kinds of days. And not so much the 4-3 kind of days, where it's more of a mixed bag. So living and learning, and appreciate everyone that's been joining me on the live streams. It's been fun lately to have some people to talk to, and I hope that keeps happening. I hope more people join and get the chat moving. And other than that, we'll see where we end up. This is all the current information of the days traded on the accounts I have, and getting close to passing a couple evaluations, and one PA that is not so far off that I was thinking if I can get $200 a day on a win per day on the account, it is possible for me to qualify for a payout by the last day of the upcoming payout period. So depending on how things go, if I do get a trade a day for 3 or 4 days in a row and I'm getting close, maybe I'll be a little bit more aggressive and try to get there for this payout window. But if it's not happening kind of in a natural way to start off, I'm not going to push things and push it just to get there. So I'm going to continue my patience. And look, the reality is it's not going to take much for me to get where I want to get to in terms of my trading and be able to get more aggressive. All it's going to take is one payout. If I can get the 50K payout or account to pay out the $2,000, I'll be essentially break even. If you're doing round numbers, I'll be essentially break even for my Apex trading. the end of this month is a year, or I think it's March 30th, will be a year on Apex. But I haven't been trading this way on Apex the whole time. I've only been trading on NQ with this style of trading and trading my accounts in this manner since the beginning of this year. So if I can get a payout, that will get me to break even. And then it only takes one more payout, even on a 25K account. $1,500 payout puts me in the profit. And then at that point, that payout pays for many, many, many upcoming fees. And so then at that point, I can get more aggressive in my style, perhaps start grouping trading PAs and evaluations together or something like that. So I'm trading at least 2 at a time and really making a run for trying to build up the accounts and really start making payouts happen. So it's not going to take much. It's just getting through this initial first part of this process. The strategy is working good, 80%. I would like it to be closer to 85%, ideally. That will really help kickstart the process happening a little bit quicker. But whatever happens, I'm sticking with this for the next month or two and just seeing how it plays out, payouts or not. And then I'll continue to make adjustments as needed to, figure out where I can improve things. So I think I've said it all for today. Check out the live stream, like and subscribe, follow me on this journey, and let's see if I can make it happen. Appreciate it. Hope everyone had a good trading day out there, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.